Hello, let's start with Kapalabhati with Uddiyana Bandha. So inhale through the nose, exhale the air, force it up nose in 1 second, and then draw the abdomen up. Focus on the third eye. Inhale, draw the abdomen up. Draw, in, strong X, draw, draw. Draw the abdomen up. Draw the abdomen up. Draw, 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 draw the abdomen, draw, 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 draw the abdomen up, draw, 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 draw. And inhale, return to normal breathing. You let the breath go into your belly. Let's swirl around in there. And as you exhale, just let go of what is not nourishing you in this present moment. You don't even have to, in your brain, itemize the items. Just say, whatever's not nourishing me, I want to let that go. Maybe the prayer is, I'm ready to let go of what is not nourishing me. Or maybe even more specifically, I am willing to let go of what is not nourishing me. And if I'm not ready to let it go, I'm okay. And I'm willing to sit with the space that it's taking up. I'm willing to sit with it until I'm ready to let it go. So keep breathing into the belly. What is my relationship to that which is not nourishing me? And then what is my relationship to that which I'm not quite ready to let go of? That I suspect is not nourishing me. Or maybe I even know that it's not nourishing me, but I'm just not really ready to let it go yet. Can I be okay with myself? Can I live in peace with myself, knowing that I'm not ready to let go of some things? Do I judge myself for not being able to let go of it right away? Let's go ahead and chant Om together if you like. Exhale all the air out. Om 3 times into the belly, letting that be a unifying Om. Om, an Om that helps us come to peace with wherever we are in our letting go process. Take a deep breath in. Hear that silent Om. Om. Go ahead and come to standing. So what is it that is so hard for us to let go of? What are those things in our lives? Right now, there's a lot of change. There's always a lot of change, but right now it just seems to be more in our face. So what is it that I'm hanging on to? The part of me that, I want that greatness back again. The whole idea of we can't go back. We only can move forward. Every time we go back, we try to recreate something that is no longer happening, possibly no longer even relevant, holding on to some glory days. Well, the glory days are right here, right now. So whatever it is I'm hanging on to, whatever it is, I'm just not willing to let go of yet. If that's the case, then make room for it. But it's going to need to sit next to your new now. It's going to need to sit next to who you are right now and what you need to nourish yourself right now as well. So if you have that kind of real estate, if you have that kind of space, then definitely keep it. As long as you need to, as long as you have to for yourself. Maybe you need to sit with it longer. Maybe there's material to be gleaned there. Fantastic. Do it. But also understand and be aware that it's taking up space next to your new now. And maybe part of your journey is to see, how do these things all stack up around me? How do I live with my old ideas with my new now? So for today's practice, let's just get really gentle with ourselves and do this gentle practice and allow ourselves the space to grieve that which maybe we have to let go of, which we have let go of, and also that we're not ready to let go of. And just let us really sit with this not so necessarily easy and not so necessarily simplistic thing of, oh, just let it go. I mean, sometimes that's just not even what's happening. And then we judge ourselves for not being able just to let it go. So if we can't let it go in this moment, know that I'm not ready to let it go, and it's okay for me to keep it. Okay, I'm holding my stomach when I'm doing this because this is the place that we started with the meditation about where we're sitting. So it may not be in your belly. I was just doing it from the morning's meditation. It might be the heart. It might be your brain. It might be your legs. So wherever it is, you can always take that and strip that out. Take all those thoughts, and whatever you are ready to let go of, when you strip the body like that, it will. You can pull that, just throw all this stuff into a light socket. So I'm just taking my hands, stripping down the body, pulling those thoughts out. When you strip yourself like this, the only things that are going to go are the things that you're ready to let go of. So we don't have to worry about it. Okay, belly, arms, heart, head, anything that works for you. All right, let's go ahead and take the legs wide. Rotate the right foot out, left foot in. L's and hip creases. Inhale. And then exhale, bend that front leg. Just starting to feel a sense of relaxation in those areas. And then slide and glide the hip over. Exhale, bend that front leg. Just feel a melting sensation, a letting go. Opening up that root, opening up that pelvic floor as we do these sliding glides. Allowing myself to see the players, to see what's in my pantry, to see what's on the shelves. What am I not willing to let go of? I know in my pantry, there's like things that I haven't used for years. How many boxes of stale crackers are there? How many things that I don't use are in there? Now, whether you have a pantry, an actual food pantry like that or not, what about the pantry of one's life? How many things in my life are my stale crackers? Are those weird things that I bought or things that I used to eat that I don't eat anymore that are still hanging around that I just haven't gotten rid of? I haven't donated them to a food pantry or thrown them out if they're just not even viable. Do I think I'm going to need them someday? Are they going to ever nourish me? Is there nothing else that I can put on there that would be more nourishing? Let's go ahead and bring your legs together. Stand and feel. Notice the space. What's in the pantry of your body, your being, your mind, your life. Take the legs wide again. Rotate, rotate. Inhale, exhale, bend that front leg. Inhale up, and then slide and glide. As you breathe in, just feel that sense of melting in the pelvic floor. I know for me, sometimes when I get that sense of overcrowding, overwhelm, it's because I haven't really nourished myself. I haven't really surrounded myself with things that are nourishing me right here, right now, in my present moment. I might be counting on things that used to nourish me to provide me with that just can't. I mean, I'm not going to go to the store and buy some baby formula and think it's going to nourish me. So if I've got stuff like that in the pantry of my food pantry or the pantry of my life, thinking, oh, this is going to nourish me because it nourished me when I was 6 months old, maybe not. What's nourishing me now? And have I made enough room for that in my already crowded pantry of my life? So when I start to feel that sense of discomfort or disease or irritation or whatever your go-to emotional pointer is, what is it that's your signal that there's something that's depleted inside that needs nourishment? So what is that for yourself today? You might not know, but at least we have the question. At least we can recognize and say, oh, my irritation or my critical nature or my sadness or my gloom or my inertia is coming from a place of me not feeling nourished. Walk your feet together, stand and take a moment. You don't even have to close your eyes unless you want to, and just feel how much more space is there in you now. Space where present moment nourishment can come in. Let's go ahead and take the legs wide again. I'm just going to bend the ankles for right now. Just bend your right ankle. The idea here is just to really open up the bottom of that foot and soften that ankle joint. Inhale up, and then exhale, bend that left ankle. Up. And just take it again, side to side. Just allowing, again, that pelvic floor to open and widen. Feel that sense of softening inside of your being, wherever it's crowded with emotion or whatever else. It could be sensation. And then now go ahead. Walk your feet together. Take a moment and just again notice has that changed your foundation? How has that changed space in the pantry shelves of your life? Can you feel that sensation in your body? Is there more room in you to receive present moment nourishment, even if you don't know what that is yet? At least we create space. And then there's a whole other teaching and class in that, in being able to sit with that space, that empty space, and let that not get filled with our old way of being, with our old ways of nourishing and keeping ourselves under the illusion of feeling full. Widen legs again. Inhale, exhale, bend that right leg as you take a flat back forward. Inhale up and exhale. Up the left leg then. Inhale up. Exhale. Keep repeating this on your own breath pattern. We're going to do a bunch. Just allow yourself to be soft in your pelvic floor, soft in the ankles and the bottoms of the feet. Being okay in the not knowing. Being okay in the space that you're creating. Space that we don't have to fill right away. Space for your new now, your present moment nourishment, even if you don't know exactly what that is. Just let it not be what it was for a while. Walk your feet together, take a moment and feel. Let's go ahead and turn. Inhale, you don't have to turn. Inhale up. Exhale, soften, sink to chair. Inhale, back up. Exhale, clasp the hands behind you, open the collarbones. Exhale, come forward. Bend the legs, chest towards thighs. Release the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, come up through chair pose. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, float the arms down. Again, inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, soften, sink to chair pose. Inhale up. Exhale, float the arms back behind you. Open the collarbones. Inhale, feel that spaciousness in the upper chest. Exhale, bend the legs, chest towards thighs. Release the arms down. Inhale, up to chair. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, release down. One more round. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, soften. Inhale up. Exhale, float the arms down. Open the collarbones. Inhale. Feel that spaciousness. Exhale, cascade forward. Release the arms down towards the floor. Inhale, come up to chair pose. Exhale, soften shoulders, sink hips. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, float the arms down. Take a moment and feel. Take your right foot forward, left foot back. Elbows at the hip creases or fingertips on your hip bones. Inhale, exhale, bend your front leg. Inhale up, and then exhale, just flat back forward. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, slide and glide. Inhale up. Again, just hydrating those tissues, creating space in that pelvic floor. Space for yourself to rediscover what will truly nourish you in this new now, in the present moment. Go ahead and stay there. You can take your hands to your front thigh for a little bit more stability. You can actually sort of ground down through your leg here without pressing into your knee, but just press it down through the bones. So you can move your head up and out of your hips, allowing more space in that pelvic floor. Breathe all the way down as you inhale into the pelvic floor and also the bottoms of your feet. And as you exhale, continue that action down through the pelvic floor, but feel a rebound effect up the spine, up into the crown of the head and out. From here, slide your right arm down your right leg, possibly into your right ankle or the floor. And then now we're going to rotate that left side up. Inhale up into triangle pose. So feel that sense of pelvic floor nice and open. Exhale down through the feet, out the top of the head. One more breath. And then exhale, face that leg again. Feeling how it feels now. Bend your front leg and then inhale, slide your left arm up. All the way up. Exhale, take it over. Front leg's bent. Inhale, my right hand is on my right thigh for stability and to really feel a sense of ground. As I allow myself to press a little bit through my right hand, through my right thigh, to give a little bit more buoyancy possibly in my left side. Inhale back up. And then exhale, just release normally down. Step that back foot forward, stand. Take a moment and feel. Notice the asymmetry in the body. Notice the space you've created. So just acknowledge that you let go of some things. There were some things you were ready to let go of, and that's okay. And if you need them back, they'll be back. But feel just, what does it feel like to feel a little bit more spacious in there? Is it a relief to your digestive system to say, oh, I don't have to digest all that right now. There's just less for me to digest. Is there a sense of relief that comes? For me, sometimes it's like, oh my God, yes, something I don't have to do. That's amazing. Go ahead and other leg front, so left leg front. Hands in hip creases, or I have my middle fingers on my hip bones. Inhale. Exhale, bend your front leg. And inhale up. And then exhale, slide and glide. So just going to keep that going, keeping that nice soft crease here. And then as I slide and glide, just feel that connection from the back of my head all the way to my sacrum. I'm feeling these two bones really supporting each other. As I breathe in, I inhale into my pelvic floor, into the bottoms of my feet. As I exhale, I'm feeling it down through the legs and out the top of my head. That breath is moving down into the pelvic floor, into the soles of my feet. And now slide and glide, stay there. And that pelvic floor open. Definitely feeling some structure here from my bones, the back of my head and my sacrum. That breath is supporting that connection. Using your hands to find a place so your legs can feel more steady, more grounded, more connected. Slide your left hand down, maybe into the ankle, onto the shin, onto a block even, and then rotate your right hip up. Whoops, rotated it too far. I got distracted. That's what happens sometimes. Now find that sense of space across the back. This is nice and open here in the back. I can close it down here, but I'm going to keep it open. So instead of smashing into myself, how much space can I put in my back? And as I open the space in my back, possibly my spine can get a little bit longer. And when my spine gets longer, maybe my hips feel freer and I have more space in my pelvic floor. And then my legs have more connection to ground into the earth. Next exhale, bring the arm back down. Bend that front leg. Swoop that right arm up. I'm still using my left hand to my left thigh here. And exhale down. Again, inhale, swoop it up. Exhale down. Inhale, swoop up. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale, swoop up. Exhale, come straight up. And then bring that back leg up. Stand and feel. Okay, let's go back down to the ground. Sit on the toes. Inhale the arms up over the head in reverse lock. I'm turning to the side so you can see what happens from the sides. And inhale, take the body over to the right. So I'm breathing into my left side body. Feel that breath move all the way down to my pelvic floor. All the way into the pelvic floor. And now since I'm sitting on my toes, I can really feel the bottoms of my feet. So as I breathe in, open up my pelvic floor into the bottoms of my feet. And inhale back up. Change the interlacing of my fingers and inhale, take it to the other direction. Inhale, now I'm into my right side, all the way down into my pelvic floor, into the bottoms of my feet. And then inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, look up. And exhale, take the hands back behind you. So my bum is still on my feet. Opening through the collarbones. I'm actually going to tuck my tail under a little bit to get a little bit more length in the tops of my thighs. So I can be here, but I'm going to lengthen it so it's more here. So it's more of a straight line from my knee to my hip as opposed to a little bit of bend in that hip crease. One more breath in. Anything you like there, and then exhale, come forward. Tap the toes out. Child's pose. Just begin to let all those thoughts drain out. Whatever could just easily let go in your brain right now. Stay on the belly. Left hand will support the head. Grab your right heel, press it in towards your right buttock. Breathe into the belly here. So it's more about lengthening your torso than it is about doing a back bend right now. We're just creating space in that torso. If your torso was your pantry, how can we create more space in your pantry? So I'm remodeling that a little bit. Deep breathing into the belly. Inhale 4. And you can take a longer exhale this time. So inhale 4, exhale 6, 7, or 8. From here, release. Take crocodile pose. So splay the legs out a bit. Rest your forehead onto the tops of your hands here. Or you can bring your hands together here and rest your chin. For some, this would be nice as well. So find your crocodile pose of your dreams. It will depend on your body shape and your being. The idea for crocodile for today is, can I open up space in my back? And can I really soften and open up space? Let the fact that I'm on my belly open up and soften space in my front. When I'm having my front to the sky, it's harder to open up because this is vulnerable and I have to sort of have some sort of shield here. But if I'm laying my belly to the floor, I can soften and open my belly because there is a protective shield of the floor, and I don't have to feel like I have to support it or hold it in. In fact, I just want to allow it to be supported. So allowing that part of me to be supported and receive nourishment and support instead of always having to have the illusion that it's providing that for me. Okay, use your right hand now to support your head and left heel into the buttock. Inhale 4, exhales anything from 4 to 8. Really lengthening and opening the back body, keeping how much space can you get back here, back in the back area. How soft can your belly be? How long can your torso be? And then relax, release into crocodile pose, and let that drain out for a bit. Now, if you have a sandbag or a blanket rolled up or a foam roller or something like that, I'm going to grab a foam roller over here. Or you can roll up a blanket. I'm going to have you just lay on it. So your spine can cascade down, give a little pressure and a little bit of support, extra support to the belly. So this is going to be probably the most intense version. If you have a sandbag, it'll be a little less intense. And if you have a rolled up blanket, less intense. And then if you don't want any of those, pick something softer or don't even have anything underneath your hip bones. I have it, for me right now, it's sort of around between my belly button and my hip bone region. And it will change depending on kind of what's going on in there. So it can be as high as your ribs. You wouldn't want to do it on your ribs though. That could be too much pressure. Your delicate little ribs and your floating ribs down there. So be careful. Be sensitive to yourself. Find that place that you can let yourself cascade over. Take that 1 to 2 breathing. So inhale 4, exhale 8, or whatever version of that you're doing. And let yourself just drape and do some breathing into this as your practice. And then you can stay with that, or now do what we just did. Take your right heel into the belly and into the belly. That would be tricky. Into the buttock. And it will be more intense for sure. Just keep that 1 to 2 breathing. And those of you who would like a little bit more, bring it up into a little bow, a version of a bow pose, dharma. Can I keep my belly soft when I do that? Well, it's challenging. It's even more challenging when you try to talk. Don't try this at home, or do, because, oh yeah, you are at home. So go ahead and breathe in. Softening that belly. And then release. Come down. If you need to come off of the roller, that's fine. And then the other side. Just start by breathing before lifting. 1 to 2 breaths. Soften the belly, soften the back. And when you're ready, bring it up into sort of a dharma version here. If you're at home and you want to chant some ohms, this could be amazing. Om. And release. You can lay on that if you want to. I've had enough. Remove your prop and take crocodile and just breathe now. If you like to do one more version of dharma with or without the prop, go right ahead. Either way, just stay in crocodile pose. Inhale, up. Exhale, chanting Om to yourself silently or Om aloud. Om. And come down, crocodile pose one more time. Let's flip over onto your back. Take a mini savasana. For some of you, you might feel, I would like to end class here, go right ahead. Otherwise, we'll do a little finishing. So go ahead and bring your knees into your chest. Flex the feet slightly. Inhale, exhale, bring nose to the knee, navel to the spine. Lengthen your spine. Tight little ball. And then inhale, allow your spine to grow longer as you come back down. Exhale, bring it on up. Inhale down. Exhale back up. Inhale down. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh through the whole pose. Breathe into your pelvic floor. Exhale. Let's take a few hisses into the pelvic floor, just to really help with that idea of gentle letting go at the pace that's right for you. Inhale. And then just let it all hiss out. And then either just return to normal breathing, or if the measured breath is helping you, inhale 4, exhale 8. Go ahead and cradle the leg if you'd like a different action here. Just stay with what you were doing. And then release and come down. Right now I have my hands on my belly as a support for letting go. To let myself know that I'm not alone and I am supported. I am supporting myself here in my process, in my own timing, in my own way, my own journey. Cross the other leg over. Get it so it's all set the way you like it. Couple warm-up breaths into the pelvic floor to remember where it is via the breath. And then we'll hiss. Inhale. And then eventually just let it all hiss out. Either just normal breathing, just basking breath, or inhale 4, exhale 8. Sometimes by this time in the class, for me to measure pranayama feels a little bit too it's like I'm more sensitive or something, and so for me just to feel a delicate breath that's right for you is more, kind of gets me there to that place of shavasana, to that place of deep internal peace a little quicker, if I'm already there. If not, definitely ujjayi with the pranayama shaping is useful, depending on what's happening in my mind and my body. Finishing up for yourself on that side, come back down. Knees into the chest, inhale, slowly exhale, take them over to the left, head to the right. Just a gentle reclining twist of your choice. Send that breath all the way down to your pelvic floor on inhale. And as you exhale, let it soften the belly, soften the chest, soften the throat, soften the brain. Can I do a little bit less? And by me doing a little bit less, maybe I'm let going of some of my need to control, my need to know, my need to have it all figured out. Even my need to think that if I just did this one thing in the right way, everything would fall into place. I'm not sure that applies all the time. In fact, I know it doesn't. Sometimes it does. Can I get present enough to know when that's not what's happening? Can I get present enough to know that I don't know what's happening? And can I get present enough to know that when I don't know what's happening, that's when I should be a little quieter and just pay a little more attention. Get my brain out of my way. And maybe I'll learn something about myself or other people, places, and things. Inhale, come back to the center. Hug knees to chest. Feel the belly relax. The spine relax, the brain relax. And then when you're ready, inhale. Exhale, knees over to the right, head to the left. Breathe all the way down into the belly. On exhale, soften the pelvic floor, belly, chest, throat, brain. With each exhale, and I just acknowledge that I'm letting go of as much as I possibly can, as much that's right for me. And to remind myself that when I'm really ready to let go, I will. Because maybe too much space in my pantry is a little scary or threatening, or I'll feel like I don't have enough, or I'll be missing something. Or maybe I'll say, wow, I don't think I'll ever really want to use that. I don't think I'm ever really going to want to eat that. And to let it go. Takes as long as it takes. Can I get a little softer though? One more breath in, bring your body back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Breathing into the belly. Keep gently hugging the knees into the chest, breathing into the belly. Lengthening the back, softening eyes, throat, chest, belly, pelvic floor. And then release to floor. And eventually move into Shavasana. Place your hands on your belly for Shavasana for today, if you like. Just feel yourself breathe into your hands. Breathe into yourself. Breathe into the support that you're offering yourself. Let yourself be gentle and soft with yourself. Let yourself be where you are. Let yourself hold yourself, comfort yourself, and just be with yourself. You can take your arms down by your sides if you like. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like here. Just being with yourself. Be gentle with yourselves. Allow yourself the time and space to digest, to assess your pantry, to be okay if you're not ready to let go of things right yet. But to acknowledge that the space that's taking up is also it's valuable real estate for your new now, to present new opportunities, new options, new ways of perceiving and being. And the new now is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. So the big question is, how can you live with yourself, with all of yourselves in the pantry of your life? Namaste.